Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Nicky Smoke Shop. My name is Nicky Smokes, and today I have a very special guest with me right now. I got goosebumps just thinking about it. I never thought I'd have this opportunity, and I'm so lucky, so blessed to have someone like Brandon Mother Effin Jones on this podcast today. Brandon, welcome to Nicky Smoke Shop. It is an absolute privilege and honor to have you on the show.
Glad to be here, man. Thanks
Man,
for
I can't.
taking the time, the opportunity.
Thank you. Before we get into the ball talk, I got to ask you this. So, you obviously went to Texas. You lived out there for a little bit, and you mean to tell me you never rode no damn horse out there in your life?
Bruh, so I was actually scarred from, I think when I was 5 or 6 years old. Because where I'm from in Nacogdoches, small little town in Texas, my mom and her friends, we would like see these random wild horses, and they were like, "Hey, let's go feed them like some carrots and all this stuff." And like they literally forced me. They put a carrot in my hand and forced me to like feed it, and I was like crying the whole time. And they're like, "Make sure don't look the horse in don't look the horse in the eyes, though." And I'm like, "What the hell is going on?" So from that point on, I was like, "Bro, I'm done with horses."
Wait, did,
But
did the horse ever like bite your finger or like what scarred you? Or you were just scared to give the horse the carrot?
just yeah, I was scared to give it the carrot, and just it puts its whole mouth, and like I don't know, like my luck, it probably like I'll feel some teeth and I'll freak out. You know what I mean? So it was, of course, it worked itself out though, because I ended up riding a horse with
Hey,
DeSean.
man, you look good on that horse. Though. I mean, you look like you could have grew up on a farm.
See, I did like essentially grow up on a farm, but no horses for me or any other animals in that matter.
Bro, and also in that video, I thought it was crazy because you and DeSean, you guys obviously went to Texas together. Now you're reunited here in Miami. But I heard he threw you a lob for your now wife, Bree. What was that actual lob? Like, how did that go down?
So this is like an ongoing rumor, apparently, that he said he threw me a lob. Me personally, like we kind of knew the same people. This girl he was dating at the time was my wife now's best friend, so they were best friends. So when I came into picture, we would all always like hang out together. So if you want to say like I knew Bree, my wife, I knew her first before like me and him even like became friends. But it makes him feel better to say that he had a part in our love life. So hey, I give him credit. I'll tell him he threw me
So,
the layup, but I
so DeSean was never like, yo, my boy thinks you're cute over there. There was none of that. Like, he didn't like actually give you the lob or the entry.
not that I can't remember. Maybe he was like, yeah, like I said, like I'm a dater, and he was like, yeah, bro, you should. Like he was assisting me, but I don't know if he was like, hey, you should do this, and I'm like, you know what, you got a good idea. So it depends on how you look at
Hey,
it.
well, let him have that because when I played in the Xavier Howard softball game, I whooped his ass in ping pong. So when you see him today, be like, yo, I just did an interview with that boy that whooped your ass on the ping pong table. He'll remember who I am because I spanked him up decent. Spanked him up decent.
No
And
doubt.
so I promised my boy, Sean Barron, shout out Sean Barron, I'd ask you this. He is a die-hard UT fan. And the second that we drafted you, I swear to God, he goes, you guys just got a fucking beast. And he was absolutely right. You've been an absolute dog since you got here. And he wanted me to ask you one question. What is your outlook for UT this year?
It's it's kind of the same thing every year, honestly. You look at the roster, you look at the preseason
This is our
rankings,
year.
top 10, and I'm like, this is gonna be the year this year. And they start off, they usually when they play their first game, they like kill the team they play. So I'm like, yeah, I'm talking smack to everyone on the team, like, yeah, Texas is back this year, like, and then it's always some like Texas Tech game that goes to overtime, and then we end up losing, and I'm like, here we go again. So I try not to say too much because I've noticed anytime I'm like too high on something
Yeah.
or a team, they end up doing the opposite. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, I'm gonna let it take care of himself. I'm not gonna say anything.
All right. I like that. I like that. Don't claim national championship because then if they don't make it, you won't be as disappointed.
Exactly.
But they had the talent to do it, though. Just like you guys have the talent to win the Super Bowl this year.
1,000%.
I love
For
that.
us and them, like on paper, like yeah, it looks like Super Bowl. It looks like national championship, but That only takes you so far. You got to just put in the work and be able to execute. You know what I mean?
I wonder what the Brandon Jones house party would look like after Texas and the Miami Dolphins win the national championship in the Super Bowl.
It sounds a little dangerous to me. Yeah,
It sounds
my biggest
like a full week bender. Like there's just
yeah,
bottles
my
on bottles.
biggest thing is even trying to get my family up here because the only time my family has flown on a plane was for my wedding.
No
So
shit.
yeah, literally first time that any of
They
them
don't
have
like
ever.
planes or
Well, it's a typical like they see stuff, they see like plane crashes or whatever it is, and they have these fears of, oh, like I don't know what to expect. But I try to tell them it's never as bad as it seems. And some of them face their fears. I still had a couple of my brothers that still didn't come because they were like, no, I just can't get on the plane.
holy
So
crap.
if we end up having that little Jones party, who knows? That's the perfect opportunity to force everybody. I'm like, bro, face your fears and get up here.
Well, if you need people to fill up your house, you just let me know. I'll be on the first plane, first drive, whatever. I will make sure I'm there. That's only if you need people, though, Brandon.
Put plenty of space. More than merrier.
Perfect. Oh man, look. So I love watching you and Javon play ball. I mean, in my opinion, you guys are the best safety duo in the league, and I mean that sincerely. And one of my favorite things from both of you is the passion and the fire that you guys play with. For you personally, Brandon, where does that come from?
It's a great question. Um, I guess simply just I've been playing this sport, my entire life, and I honestly think it took, the draft process of me getting injured, not being able to do anything in the combine at the Senior Bowl, and I've realized any injuries that I've had throughout my career have I end up loving the game more when I get back, just because I'm so limited physically. I can't really do anything, so I take it upon myself to mentally, okay, let's master the game. Like let's just watch some tape. Let's see what other defenses are doing, other teams are doing, what other players look like, and from that it just begins to be really fun. So then when I get back out there, I'm just excited, obviously, to be back with the guys. And I don't know. I just always have been super passionate, borderline crazy in a lot of people's eyes,
You
just
have
from
to
a
be.
work standpoint. But it's truly football has always been my life. It's been a part of my life since I was 6 years old, and I really don't have or know anything else. It's been a love since I started playing, and um, I think that's what a lot of people throughout their careers, I feel like, end up losing that love for the game. And then it becomes more of a business. And for me, it's still, I don't see the business side of it. I tell people all the time, like, I play for free. Would I actually? No, but I mean, I genuinely love the sport that much.
That's amazing. And look, I mean, as a high school football player, man, like I know exactly what you're talking about. But
Exactly.
like my favorite thing was just the commodity and the brotherhood, like I missed the locker room more than anything. And I feel like right now you have to be in one of the best locker rooms in the NFL. You got so many characters on that team. Like I was talking to Waddle. I mean, that dude is fucking hilarious. Javon, I mean, if you haven't got clowned by Javon on Twitter yet, you're not even a Dolphins fan.
Right. Yeah, that's something right.
But what's that like? Just even in your safety room, because even DeSean, I mean, you guys went to college together. What's that vibe like when you guys are all in the same meetings?
Yeah, it's an awesome vibe. It's a mix, basket of all different type of personalities, which is good. I mean, those relationships that you make off the field or how teams end up having success on the field. That's been a part even since college. It was very visible to me. Like our best years were when we were super close and we did things together outside of football. So it's definitely it's always fun, especially with the DBs. We're just a rowdy group. I don't know how that came about, but you can go to any team. I guarantee everybody says like the DBs are the craziest, they're the wildest, and it's kind of true. Just because
Always.
everybody's so different. You have all different personalities, but it all blends together, and it makes a beautiful thing in a way.
It is. It is beautiful. And I can't wait to watch it come to fruition. So, how close is this Miami Dolphins team right now? Are we talking like family? Like you guys are hitting each other up after practice? Hey, let's go get dinner. Let's go do this. Like, how close is this Miami Dolphins team this year?
Yeah, I think I've gotten college college like vibes.
I love
With
that.
and it's not even just us. Like all the wives are friends now, so we all hang out together. Like Tua invites, always has stuff with the team to come over, invites the wives, so it's a family gathering, so to say. And that stuff really does play a huge part in the success of the season. So it's cool in a way because you usually don't see stuff like that in the NFL because it has that business aspect and then people have families and kids and as soon as they get done they just want to go home and be with their families, which I understand completely. But um, I don't know, it's definitely giving me college vibes and I'm super excited about it.
I love to hear that. And you said so Tua's the one orchestrating it. I've heard he's a pretty good host. Are those rumors true?
Yeah, Tua, man, he birthday party that he had was literally insane. Like transformed his backyard. There was like a red carpet. Like it didn't even seem like it was at his house. I'm like, bro, no way, this is your backyard. Like, what is going on? But yeah, he's had hibachi night a couple weeks ago with everybody, people from the team and their wives, and he's always putting stuff together. And I think that's something really dope.
I love that. I mean, your quarterback has to be the guy doing that. You know, it's just at the end of the day, it's the most important position. He's like the key leader of the team, and the fact that he's the one orchestrating that and having all the guys together, I think that's gonna make a huge impact this year. But I also wanted to ask you because you have like the best of both worlds. Your head coach Mike McDaniel, young, goofy, hilarious, genius, and then your defensive coordinator Vic Fangio is like almost the complete opposite. Does it kind of feel like Mike's like more of like a friend and Vic's kind of like like a parent in this situation?
Yeah. What's the best way I can describe it? Both of them are geniuses when it comes to football. Um, I would just say Vic is just wiser, and Mike is, Mike is Mike. He has his personality. He's an amazing person, super goofy, but like has different emotions. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I'll say Vic is just very level-headed. Like good, bad, doesn't matter. Like he's literally the same. Very mellow about every situation. Which is like, I don't know, like, did
You
I
don't
do
know if you're
good?
doing good
Because
or
like,
bad. You're like, am I doing
yeah,
it?
yeah, you don't know. Like you're like, I feel like I did good. I feel like that was a compliment, but he's maybe I guess I'll take it as a compliment. It's like those type of situations. But yeah, it's been crazy and it's been awesome with Vic. I was telling somebody earlier, just it's like he's playing chess, with different type of schemes. And I'll literally be thinking in my head, we'll install something, and I'm like, well, what if we get this? And then literally the next PowerPoint, he's like, all right, so if we get this is how it's gonna look. And I'm like, he's like always
He's always
ahead
on
of it,
point. He's one
always
step
on point.
ahead. I
So
love
my
that.
goal is eventually to find one thing throughout the whole season that I can like
Get
beat
before
him.
him.
Yeah, that's my goal.
Oh my, good luck with that though, because he's seen way too much ball. But if you do that, that's how you know you're onto something.
Damn right.
And if you ever don't know if you're doing good or bad, I would just go on Twitter. Like that's how I find out if I'm doing good or bad. I know Javon's on there all the time, but do you ever see anything from crazy fans like myself on Twitter? Like, are you ever checking that, or do you kind of just have it to do what Tua does and just like post ads and shit?
No, I wish I had some ads to post. I don't have too many of those opportunities, but no, I kind of stay off of that stuff. I'm obviously on it, but my wife is her and her dad kind of stay on top of that stuff. They're like
Chris is my
my little
boy.
my little fan base that holds it down for me because I refuse to interact or even search up my name and look what people are saying, good or bad. So I let them handle all that stuff.
All right. Well, I mean, Chris is always underneath my videos, and he's the one that connected this. So I am always promoting the Brandon Jones agenda. I just want you to know that.
I appreciate that.
And then I wanted to make a friendly bet with you. I mean, it's not like you are losing anything. It's just week 1 is coming up, and if you get a strip sack fumble or just a strip sack or an interception, I will buy someone in the comments your jersey. But I just want you to let them know, do they have a chance? Like, are you going to get us one of those?
It's weird that you said that because honestly, driving back to the house this morning, I'm not a big like celebration person, but I was thinking like, what if week one I get like a pick six or strip sack and score a touchdown?
It
Like
was meant to be.
yeah, I was like, what would my celebration be? Because I can't dance. Um, I don't even know if I want to embarrass myself and put myself out there for people to clown me to try to dance. So it's really weird that you asked that because I was literally thinking like, damn, I don't know what I would do.
Well,
So do you have any suggestions? What do you think?
I mean, maybe you could just go like this with your jersey and like point at the camera, and that's just kind of like, all right, Smoke's got to go buy a jersey. Now, I'm in the same boat as you, bro. Like, I can't dance. I think I could dance like once I go to the club and have like 5-6 drinks in me, but I'm really just like, I'm just all in the shoulders. Like, that's all I got.
Right.
Like, my legs
Same.
don't work too well. What I would do is, because Christian Wilkins is always jumping on everyone's neck, I think you should like jump on his neck. I think that would be pretty sick.
Oh, but see now that I'm worried about my vertical because I know like my vertical ain't all that.
Or run up to Christian, like rub his belly, rub Christian's belly.
Bro, Christian's belly. All right, he got to run his ass down to the end zone after I score a touchdown. I'm gonna just rub his belly.
I think that's gold. If
I'm
that
with it.
happens, I'll be the happiest person on planet Earth.
It's bound to happen now. We just spoken to existence. I'm with it.
And then, bro, the last question I want to ask you, and it's honestly my obligation to ask you this question as a respected member in the Dolphins fan base. Do you like the classics or the throwbacks better?
Ooh. Ah. I. Oh man. Personally, I really, really like the throwbacks. I would say because we never really get a chance to wear black like accessories, and the only time we get black accessories is for throwbacks. So when I'm in the throwbacks, I usually black spat, black wristbands, black sleeve, black gloves. Feels like more of like a murder scene, when you're in all black. So I kind of like that. So I would say throwback, but I would think anytime we're in the icy whites, that's probably my favorite. Like
Really?
all white. All aqua's kind of tough too.
Do you get tired of wearing the all white though? Because look, I've been going to these games since the day I was born, and we wear them 14 times a year. Like I would like to see a little aqua at home. Do you ever just get tired of it, or are they just so clean? You're like, all right, bet, let's run it again.
Yeah, I've never had a problem with all whites. I'm just confused on like what is our home jersey? You know what I mean? Because usually teams wear you wear the darker colors for home and the white jerseys away. But multiple times we're wearing all white away, so I'm like,
That's the thing. We have one uniform. We have one uniform.
Exactly. But yeah, I would say I'm like a fan of any solid colors, whether it's all aqua or all white. I'm a huge fan, and I think those never get old. In my
No,
opinion.
I agree with you. So, real quick, I know I said it was the last one. It's kind of the same thing. Which logo do you like better? The current one or the throwback one?
Hmm. I would say throwback.
Good
Two
answer.
reasons. One, because it's more green, which I appreciate, and it helps with my filters on Instagram because I have this little theme with I use a certain filter with all my pictures. And when I do it with the aqua, you could tell, you know what I'm saying, because it like makes them hella green. But with a throwback, it's like, oh, they're the throwback. That's the green, so it looks fine. And Vaughn gets me crap about it every single time I post on Instagram. So for that reason, I would have to say throwback logo. But I think now, like as time has gone on, like the logo itself is getting more blue. That's just me, maybe. Like I thought
Like
the
the
Dolphins
new
always,
one? The new one? You're talking about the one we have right now? Or the
yeah, like
Yeah,
it's just like I know it's aqua, but it like looks blue,
yeah,
which
like if
I
you
thought
look at my hat and my shirt, it's two different shades of aqua.
right, exactly, exactly.
It's hard to match it up. Like I have these shorts and then I'll wear a Dolphins like aqua shirt and I'm like, bro, this isn't even like the same shade of aqua. I look like the ocean right now.
The Atlantic Ocean right now.
Well, hey man, that's all I got for you today, Brandon. Again, thank you so much. It's been such an honor and privilege to have you on here, and hopefully I can have you back on here again.
Absolutely, man. Appreciate you, bro.
Thank
It's
you,
been
Brandon.
fun.
Yes, sir. Take care, man. Thanks. Fins up.
Yes, sir.
Yo, we're off now. Thank you, bro. Like that meant everything for real. That was amazing.
Absolutely.
And I got to tell you one thing off camera. I've been a fan of this team my entire life, and I don't mean to put the pressure on you. I have not seen a playoff win. Please, please, for the love of God, please, just do that for me, please.
We're gonna do our best, bro. That's my goal too, man. I wanna win a playoff game so bad. And it's about time. It's been way too long at this point, you know.
It's been way too long. Again, hey, thank you so much, bro. We'll do this again. Tell Bree and Chris I said thank you for real.
I will.
Thank
Appreciate
you,
you,
bro.
bro.
All right, take care.